select a mission. Please select a mission.
Boss, about those walker gears deployed by the CFA. It appears that it's not just the CFA. PFs all along the Angola-Zaire border are also getting equipped with them. The bipedal technology was developed by the Soviets, but Cypher's the one supplying it to the PFs. The question is why? What's in it for them? The answer may lie in the compensation being traded to Cypher by the PFs. Many outfits operating in Africa get locally mined resources as spoils of war. Diamonds, nuggets of gold, and rare metals. According to the intel team, there's a PF convoy that regularly transports the goods, escorted by armored vehicles, no less. Boss, your objective is to steal an entire truck from a PF convoy. We don't have a fix on the truck we want, but the intel team has spotted the unit that's been tasked with escorting it. They're stationed at the guard post to the north of Nova Braga Airport on the Savannah. The rendezvous with our target will be any time now. Start by heading to that guard post. Then follow the escort unit. It should lead you right to the target truck. Boss, extract them from the mission area. You can check the target details on your iDroid.
Marker closed.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated. Please select a deployment point. Dispatch.
These bastards are pulling guard duty. That proves the cargo is headed to Cypher.
Talk to me! Snake!
Extract the PF transport truck. Throw a wrench into Cypher's plans. See any clues in the guard post that will lead us to the target. Have a look around.
Has been updated.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You have arrived at your destination. Please select this battle. Proceed departing area of operations.
That soldier, he isn't with the CFA. What could be so important that it would require 2 major PFs to guard it?
Extraction failed.
Fire!
Has been updated.
Siempre succes. Hier kan van vijandelijke activiteit. Scout securiteit. Over. Dat is weer begrijp. Hou je op.
Scout, if these bastards is headed to Cypher.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Please select supplies requested.
things out. Now you just have to extract the target. Extract him. Their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost. He's coming too. Roger that. Good. You're in the target truck. Drive it out of the hot zone. Mission complete, boss. Boss, we searched the truck you recovered. There were two primary types of cargo. First, drums of malachite, a copper ore. That took up most of the truck bed. But malachite isn't valuable enough to warrant an escort. The real cargo was likely the second item, a shielding container. The contents, yellow cake. That's right, the raw material for a nuclear weapon. That might point to the weapon to surpass Metal Gear Emmerich told us about. But who can say? Thing is, there isn't a lot of it. Not enough to make a nuclear warhead. Give us some time. We'll look into it. Try to figure out why they had this under such close guard.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, this is an emergency.
Mission list
We had 2
updated.
intel team agents undercover at the PF, Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. This means Cypher might be getting wind of our existence.
Support
We may need to move more
helicopter
cautiously from now on. I just hope this incident has nothing to do with them. I've added the details to your mission list. Don't let them down, boss.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Marker placed.
Boss, come in. Boss?
Please select a landing zone. Enemy presence landing zone.
Roger.
Support helicopter requested.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Please specify project.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Drake is developing the walker gear for you and is supporting the R&D team from confinement. We're continuing to monitor him to make sure he doesn't try anything.
Where is she?
You mean quiet? In her cell, of course.
Why did you send her out with the boss on that mission?
She proved herself well enough, didn't she? The boss sure knows talent when he sees it.
That woman will never be one of us. She's targeting him.
Don't forget, we do owe her one.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember what happened when she first got here? She shot down the aircraft Cypher sent after us. Not only that, she hit the cockpit. Who else could have done that? We're talking about a fighter jet traveling at Mach speed.
What's your point?
If she hadn't been there, the boss's chopper would be at the bottom of the ocean right now. Or it would have been followed right back to Mother Base. So let's say she does have some elaborate scheme in the works. If you want to catch her in the act, all we can do is sit back and wait. On the other hand, if she swears allegiance to the boss like our other Fulton recruits, he couldn't ask for a better partner.
She's got you fooled.
I have eyes on her. If she tries anything, she'll regret it. We lose nothing either way.
Boss, I have the report on that cargo we stole from Cypher's truck. The PF was transporting two things. The analysis of that malachite has come back first. Naturally, the main compound is copper. There's also a small amount of cobalt. Nothing unusual so far. Southern Zaire is a well-known copper belt. However, in addition to these, we also detected a trace amount of uranium. The content percentage, though, is too low for nuclear development. It most likely came from Shinkalobwe mine. That's where the uranium in that area comes from. The mine's closed, as all the high-purity uranium ore dried up a long time ago, but you could probably still find it there in small quantities. That said, there are plenty of other uranium mines that are in operation, like in Niger, Namibia, South Africa. Why go to an abandoned mine to scrape up whatever's left and ship it out in mass quantities without refining it? They were transporting that yellow cake, too, which would suggest they have the technology to refine uranium. Anyway, that about sums it up. Unfortunately, the analysis of that yellow cake is taking a little longer. I'll let you know when it's done.
Select unit. Please select a mission.
Boss, this is an emergency. We had two intel team agents undercover at the PF contract forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. Since our mission at the oil field, we're no longer just business rivals to the CFA. We're enemies, and they want revenge. Our men will be killed the moment the interrogation's complete. And then it won't just be a matter of two dead soldiers. Their execution will be a catalyst, sparking resentment within Diamond Dogs against the CFA. Our men will push us to retaliate. Then things will cease to be about business. We'll be starting a personal war. That's not what we set out to do. The two men are being held in Kaziba camp. Hurry, boss. They're counting on you. Don't let them down.
added. Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our 2 men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base.
Be careful down there, boss.
Please select a deployment point. Please select a deployment point. Marker placed. Body has infiltrated and the map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Kaziba camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape wherever possible.
The map has been updated.
Fire! Fire!
Fire! Fire!
That's him. That's the target. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
Our staff member on the run last contacted us from that forest. The enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open. Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his location on your iDroid. You've reached the target's predicted field of movement. If he's gone to ground, he'll have hidden himself somewhere in that area. Find him.
Fire!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
The target's transmitter. He must have dropped it trying to contact us again. Judging from its data log, not much time has passed since the transmitter was dropped. He should be close by. I'm updating the target's predicted field of movement.
Fire!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Fire! Fire!
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Zulu 7. Sak verloor op vyand. Gespied langs die punt van kontak. Oor. RCP, begryp. Onderzoek die area. Maar bly op julle hoede. Uit.
Please select a drop point. Dispatch requested. Buddy departing area of operations.
Happy Halloween.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
CP,
updated.
dis Delta hier. Visuele kontak verloor. Keer terug na laaste bekende posisie. Oor. Dit is CP, begryp. Wees op die uitkyk vir enige beweging. Uit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Extract the target. He's the prisoner you ID'd before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now extract the other target. You can view his location on your iDroid.
Whoa.
Now extract the other target. You can view his location on your iDroid.
Yeah. Whoa.
Confirmed extraction of both targets. Boss, on behalf of all the Diamond Dogs, thank you. Nice work.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Work. One of the job offers we received concerns me.
Mission list
There's a PF
updated.
commander who's been talking big about getting into the nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that yellow cake. And there's another contract I'd like you to handle. It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention. Check the mission list for the details.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
Please select a mission.
There are 6 targets. They're soldiers. The contract is to kill them all. They used to be... We have a new assignment. Eliminate the commander of Rogue Coyote, one of the PFs operating in Africa. The target is simply the Major to his men. That's his rank from his army days. Instead of your typical boots on the ground work, he's more of a job broker and a recruiter. And apparently he also runs a little espionage operation on the side. Which could explain why he's picked up a long list of enemies. I don't like getting involved in a PF pissing match any more than you do. There's another reason we took this job. Recently, this guy's been talking about dealing in nuclear arms. Think back to the shipment that Cypher was having ZRS transport. If we put the squeeze on this Major, we might come out of it with some new intel on Cypher. Zero Risk Security aren't as hardcore a military outfit compared to the other two PFs in this region. The company sends operators to conflict regions around the world, not just Africa. They have decades of combined experience. They're also based out of South Africa. Their headquarters is in Johannesburg. A lot of their work involves corporate security.
Happy Halloween.
But a good number of their operators are retired South African military. So don't mistake them for a bunch of security guards. Boss, sorry to keep you waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake cipher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals, as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it was clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkalowe, meaning they went to the trouble of finding two sources of uranium, then transported them together in different states. Another thing, we detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now that is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it pointed to the existence of uranium-enriching technology. After all, yellow cake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they can mass produce this, they'd be just one step away from a gun battle-type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by. And there's another question. Where were they transporting the yellow cake and malachite uranium? The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure. But rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, CRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If ciphers involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear? We need more information.
Shinkalowe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
The U.S. bought a lot of uranium from Shinkalowe mine during World War II for the Manhattan Project. They even sent a squad from the Army Corps of Engineers to reopen the mine after it was flooded. That's how good its uranium must have been. With that, the world's first nuclear test was a success. Shinkalowe uranium might have been used in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs too. Just hearing its name is like seeing all the phantoms of the war rise up to haunt us. But all the uranium's dried up, and the mine's been closed for years.
So someone reopened it.
Right. Zero Risk Security seized control of the area and were forcing locals to work in it. And the Zairean government was getting a slice of what they took in exchange for looking the other way. Mobutu has to finance his taste somehow. He'll gladly sell the rights to some old mine. The question is, why would Zero Risk Security do this kind of thing?
Or rather, why were their employers, Cypher, interested in an abandoned mine? Maybe getting trace amounts of uranium. To the naked eye, it appears to be ordinary malachite. Meaning security would be lax. Not a very efficient way of obtaining it, but easy to move.
But how would they enrich it at its destination?
Did the yellow cake really have a layer of highly enriched uranium in it?
Having trouble believing it?
No. If they say it's real, then it's real. In which case, they might have some enrichment method that we don't know about.
And this was to test it out.
It's possible. And that would mean it's almost complete.
I need to do that one again. There's that one, that one, that one. B is not very good. I need to do that one again. That needs doing. Yeah. Right. I'm going to turn off for a minute, then I'll be back with you later, alright, my friend?